I'm not in the documentary, but it's all right with me. I've been in a lot of documentaries. I did behind the scenes footage. They got the video leading up to him getting arrested. How you feel about all that? So what I feel about the documentary, they left a whole lot of key things out. If they was going to do something and they're going to say in the reckoning of John Combs the reckoning or Diddy the reckoning, stuff like that, it should have been a lot of people that we lost because of it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't only Big, it wasn't only Tupac. You understand? For the atmosphere that he put those kids in, you got a guy named Anthony Wolf Jones, who's from Bad Boy, from his conception is doing security and being one of the financiers of Puff, having to have some money to keep Big and Craig Mack around before he got to Clyde Davis. You know, they wasn't able to tell that story because they didn't have no intel on that story or what went down, or they didn't do their investigation right. He also led up to the reason why Wolf ain't here today. They didn't tell that story. They didn't tell a story about Jessica Rosenbaum, who was at the city college situation. You understand? When it was Puff, Heavy D, and Jessica. You know what I'm saying? Jessica was the reason why those kids lost their life because he locked the door on those kids running down the steps. Saying you can see her name in a news article, but they didn't mention nothing about her taking place. But they try to put Heavy D, God bless the dead, out there to try to put Puff out there. You know what I'm saying? She should have been the main one because she is the one who locked the door on the kids. You understand? She is the one who locked the door on the kids, and all those kids lost their life. Had she not locked those doors, not one kid would have lost their life. One kid would have lost. That's what happened.
And
So
and y'all
the
can
feeling
blame
that
the
I have
black
about the
dudes, even
documentary,
though
man,
she
it
was.
was
See, man,
they took a couple of
oh this shit.
with the footage from Puff from the days that leading up him to get arrested, and the the incidents with the people from the court. You know, the two people from the court. So it was it was nothing new. It was put together pretty good, but it was nothing new that we didn't know. Nothing new that we didn't know, bro. And they could have did a whole lot better. They could have got into the fact that they was talking about they was going, you know, they was going to spend some money on it and stuff like that. They could have got into the fact of who actually made that payment. They put it all in the documentary. Who made that payment to get Tupac eliminated? If that was the payment that they had alluded to. So, like in the documentary, sorry, bro, you know what I'm saying? But you watch it once, it don't get no second look. It don't get no second take. It ain't nothing like, yo, I gotta go see that shit again. Nah, not at all. So, let me be clear on this, bro. Is that I was at City College, man. I was there. I was doing security. My team was supposed to have the outside. Folks came to me the day before we were supposed to do the job there and told me that Heavy D didn't want us to do security outside. I had 18 men ready to do the security outside with my dogs, like I always do. People knew how we used to roll. We would have the pit, the Rockwilders, you understand? You know, we had it outside locked up. So anybody try to bum rush, anybody do that, we had the gate the whole 9 yards. So we can stop all that. You know how people gonna get down and hard. You understand? So and then when you got LL Cool J, you got Mike Tyson coming through there, and they coming through the front door so people see them. So they gonna go crazy. LL was the hottest thing out. Tyson was the hottest thing out at that time. All kinds of stars and people in there already coming through the back. They came through the front, caused the door to be bumper. But if they had the gates up, they had the dogs, and with the help of the police, that shit would have never happened. Bro. shit was never happening. I was there. I saw it. Saw Jessica run down the steps after she grabbed the money box because my man Eddie was protecting her. And Eddie the one called me on the walkie-talkie. Said, yo, Jessica just locked me in outside the gym, G. Couldn't go down the steps after they bumped us the door. You understand? I had to run around the whole gym on the outside, around the gym, down the steps, run across the basketball court, and open the front door. When I opened that one door, because it pushed inside, people start squeezing through that, and I did, just kept doing the doors. People was coming in there, falling dead, right out, just falling out, right there. And once they got in, just fell out. It's crazy, bro. Crazy sight. So I was there, man. So I knew more than they would put down there in that documentary. You know what I'm saying? You even see me standing up right there. You see me
Cause you
down
gonna
there,
tell on the people
uh,
that they trying to
uh,
cover for,
trying to
be trying to throw Diddy
see,
completely under the
see me on
bus, nigga,
somebody.
not
I was
add
a
to the
17-year-old
crimes.
kid. I was a 17-year-old kid. I knew his brother. His brother was sitting there crying, talking about my mama gonna kill me. This is the first time I ever took my little brother to court.
Mm.
Whatever. You put it all on me to work. Well, I think security for the outside is a big part. Second of all, the college should have had their security there. You see none of the college security. And the college should have let the police department know that it was a function of that magnitude that was coming. So it's Diddy in the college
And
and
they
the security
only
and
blame Diddy
the
though.
anyway. So I want to get to one break that. There's one part here where Eric told a story about how before he and Diddy caught him. You seen it? Well, Eric Sermon said that Puff swung on him and invited him. He invited Puff to go around the corner. But a lot of people, Kirk Burrows told the story, and I told him like we knew that had happened back in the day that put his hands on me. You know, I used to bodyguard people, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I used to bodyguard me. You know, as I started working for Puff and everything like that, I started working Lisa still be out. He still want to go to places. He still want to be out and about. So he said, Gene, would you look out for me? I said, Nick, you can't afford me. He said, Gene, it's only going to be for a couple of hours when I go out and stuff like that. I know he's not going to do nothing and he can see me with you. You know what I'm saying? So I said, all right, well, all right, Nick. All right. So I come out for a couple of hours and stuff like that. Every time I come out, it'll be $250 for a couple of hours just for you. So it was known that Puff had a hand problem, especially when it came to women that he dated. And it was surprisingly that he swung, like Eric Salmon said, on him. And then went to listen to some music. That shit was crazy to me. So my whole thing about it is that Eric Sermon shit, and then he went to listen to Juicy after this swung on him. That's some industry shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some crazy industry shit. The whole thing about me talking about the Misa part being in his car and everything like that, and that was the part where that Puff put his hands on Misa, and he should have whooped his ass right then and there. You know, no matter if Misa was just in his car chilling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's chilling with me. That's I'm responsible. I'm gonna be responsible for her. Next, some other time, I don't care if it's a girl or not. If she in my car right now, you understand? And she's chilling with me, and she a friend, you ain't gonna put your hands on her and beat her like Uncle doing. Nah, not at all. And I think that, you know, he should have took responsibility for that more so than he took responsibility of hearing a Biggie tape or Biggie music. You understand? Have you heard about the comments you made about I saw they on Biggie Music. You understand?
Lisa, you heard about the comments you made about
My. I was wondering when I was going to see you
I
again.
saw that today. Somebody sent me that shit today, man. And my whole
Well, the
thing
rigors
about
of
it is me.
simplicity take their toll on a
How
woman.
am I harassed?
I didn't mean
No,
it.
I
I've
know.
never harassed.
Things are going well.
I've always
I
been
couldn't have done it
protected
without you.
so far until
You
now.
did it all yourself.
You understand? For you to
So how
go
are you holding up?
and try to snake that
I'm
whole
still standing.
situation and say,
Which is an
I'm the
improvement
reason
on the
why
last
you
time
being
you saw me.
harassed.
I wish that
No,
there was something else
your
that I could
ex
do.
is the reason why you being
have done
harassed.
more than enough.
You understand?
Please.
Your ex is the
Call me
reason
Sharp.
why your son is the way he
Arthur
is.
Morgan.
You understand?
Well,
You understand?
you
This is
take
what
care of
happened,
yourself,
and I'm gonna let you know.
Arthur.
Another YouTuber who came out and said that Justin is
Please go on in and help yourself to anything you need. What's mine is
Whoop
yours.
is Justin's father.
Oh,
Another YouTuber
well, that's
came out
very
and
kind.
said that Whoop is Justin's father. Whoop is a former bodyguard of that boy that was murdered by an associate with BMS. So now, I never said nothing, yay, nay, or whatever. Me and Pumpkin beat, you understand? I'm not gonna come out and play super save on
It was a pleasure
anything.
meeting you.
You too,
I ain't got nothing to do with it. I might lose to 80 years, maybe ain't. You shoot motherfuckers in the studio, work with that type of dude. So I didn't say nothing. But I know the difference. I know that he wasn't because they had a blood test. They had they did that with that paternity test and shit like that to prove that Justin was his son. He was mad the whole 9 yards because he had to pay Misha a large amount of child, which he was starving her at first, doing nothing for her. That's why Suge Knight took that picture, Misha and Justin, when he was hugging Misha, saying what the East Coast gonna take care of the West Coast with. Then I told everybody about that whole picture, and then everybody said I was lying and shit. And then somebody released Suge in the same clothes that he took that picture in, playing with Justin on the floor. So now,
I'm sure.
Misha
Nigga,
is mad at me and upset with me because I didn't
the
clarify.
fuck?
It wasn't for me to clarify. Me harass you not one time. I ain't harass you when you
Fuck, nigga.
stop. When you owe me $750, go. Been having you been having the money allegedly to pay me. Saying you got to deal with MCM. You could have sent me a bag. You could have did anything to make it good. But you just said he's being harassed by James Hill. James Hill ain't never harassed me. But I used to spare you because you was so afraid that when you was out here giving it up on both sides of the penny trying to feed your kids,
Oh, my horse.
was gonna find out. Okay?
No.
That'll stop some Nolan. Go on, right? You could do better than that. You could do better than that. You know I ain't a rat. Tell none of your people. I ain't say nothing about it. You want to put it out there and play a victim. It's tough. It's tough fault. All this shit is happening with Justin. It's tough fault. All this shit is happening with you. Remember me?
Fuck that bitch. She was fucking with that nigga tough for years. You know what I mean?
Man,
Come on, man.
Nolan, some of them Nolan is from New Orleans. Keep it at that.
Mm.
I ain't gonna put that damn business out like that.
Oh, she cheated on him with Master
Baby.
P.
I was looking at them. We already know that he was order, order, but I had no idea that he was working at the front office. Well, first of all, man, they got part of the shit, man. And they was talking about how Kim Porter worked at the front desk. How did Kim Porter, coming from Georgia, position like that, work front desk, uptown record? You understand? First and foremost, the man Russell Simmons out here, young girl. Understand? Kim Porter was one of them. Was then passed from Russell Simmons to Andre Harrell. Understand what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give it to you. Because these are out here playing, talking all this. We act like they know what they're talking about. She was working for Russell first, then she was passed over to Andre Harrell. You understand? So now, Andre Harrell in the office and stuff like that. And it was said that the girl also in Uptown, and I don't know if it was Kim. It was Kim. One of her friends walked in on Andre Harrell getting a fellatio, was given a red Mercedes-Benz 300 seat, keeping her mouth closed behind. And her girls talking about did that or whatever like that. Saying it actually happened to Andre Harrell up in Uptown Records. Kim Porter's at the desk because Harrell is doing Simmons a favor with her job over there. Now Russell Simmons is trying to get her friend promoted because all of them was actors. I mean, all of them was models. Before, and they was young girls. So now her and Al get together and everything like that. Check this out. Kim didn't get with Puff. Puff got a deal. You gotta realize Lisa Kim was cool. He didn't get with after Puff got his deal. All that got with Al and stuff like that. Nah. She went with the money was, bro.
Duh.
She went with, and you can call it whatever you want to. You understand what I'm saying? I was. I think Justin could have been about 2 or 3 or something like that. Really made it a thing. It takes me back, brother. I don't know, but I know they was cool. Lisa was cool with Kim, man, because Kim was with Al in the whole 9 yards, and Lisa was with Puff. Kim went over and snaked Puff. Got a deal. We finally got that deal with I think she started messing with him, this, that, and the third, the whole 9 yards. Now, it goes deeper than that. Because Kim turns around and she gets snaked. And nobody said this in the documentary. She gets snaked by Sarah, which is her best friend. It was Tanisha, Sarah, Kim. 3 girls right there. To always be together. So she just snaked Lisa, and Sarah ended up snaking $500 bet Puff had in the office that he was going to take her from somebody
Wow.
dude that she was messing with. Gary Payton. Now, Alexa, I don't know if Gary was messing with or whatever like that, but that's what he told. But Sarah goes deeper than that. He messing with Tupac, he messing with Corey, and he goes with Baby. You know, all these girls who all are friends manipulated by Puff, and they at one time was like enemies. They wasn't effing with each other. What's up? I guess money had changed that whole shit for you. Bro, Burroughs was the president of Bad. I met Kurt because I knew Diddy from the same game. He Kurt until Diddy me or let him call in so I could do security for him or whatever like that. It went like I wouldn't security let Puff call me himself. But then he said, yo, let Kurt, I don't know my schedule, let Kurt man call you, let you know what schedule I have. You can do security for me on those days. Now, so at the time, yo, man, nobody should know anything. So if anything happens, you don't know. All right? I told him it's like that. If anything has to go down, you don't know. And I was saying that in the sense where that if anything has to go down and shit like that, let the people do their own homework. Don't give them my name up and everything like that. Anybody can tell them like that if you are doing security for a dude of that caliber. So now, Kurt Burroughs, being Puff for some odd reason, after the red zone, the Puff used to do, they talk about this, he used to do the bill out. Whereas that unsigned rappers, unsigned artists would rap at this place, and it was called the building on Monday night. Then he would do the red zone on Wednesday. I would have to go with him to be sure that he was all right and take the money Kurt Burroughs out after red zone. I think nothing at the time. At that time, I didn't think nothing of it. That he was spending the night with Kurt Burroughs either every Wednesday night. Whole girl at home, but he's spending the night with Kurt Burroughs, staying at Kirk's house. All right, cool. Think that nothing. Think that nothing. Think Kirk made a mention people over the years that him and wake up and pray together. My mind, no talking about being prayers and all that shit like that. In my other mind, thinking some would do, man.
Easy, girl.
There was a situation that somebody said time ago in the office. They called Kurt
Today is the beginning of the end.
Horatio in the office.
Help a blind man.
The rumor that was going around. How true it is? They was loving.
Be warned,
It came out in his law.
do not slumber too deeply.
Came out in his law.
For the
He
man
tried to
with
say
no
that.
nose is coming for you.
Well, okay then. Thank you, I guess.
Said sexually assaulting him. Somebody sexually
Don't
assaulted.
waste any more time.
How you
with
let
an
him
old
come stay
blind
at your
man.
house every
Go
Wednesday
out there
night?
and become who you are.
Look. I think they were boyfriends.
Man with no nose.
Opinion. I think
Micah? Yeah, 'cause he did get his face
Was
given up.
using him. Kirk was giving up the vagina to him. Anything Punk asked him to do,
What the fuck did I do?
go at people here, talk shit. Kirk
The
will
f
talk shit to you
wait.
on the behalf of Punk. Means that was his man to a certain degree in his mind.
What?
The way he was saying shit on that documentary, feel that they had a relationship. Hurt behind and Justin Harper, tell him that caught up with Lisa and everything like that. All this, that's what I got out of it. I don't know what you and the other people got out of it. He was saying like he was a small lover. You know who they came from? We heard that one a long time ago. I was working for Bad Boy. That was a long time ago. I was working for Bad Boy. That Kirk was caught up giving them a fellatio in the office. And they got rid of one of the interns for walking in on them or something like that. But then come out in this documentary, in this lawsuit, and say he was getting Punk was making him, giving him fellatio and vagina. That's in his lawsuit. Yes, the Catholic porn lover, the right to be a porn lover too. Both of them worked for him. Both of them was on the payroll, right? I think Kirk was a porn. Kirk knew this back the day he was 25% of Bad Boy. He did start Bad Boy. He did help grow Bad Boy, the artist, get the money, do all the things that he said as far as the business part of it. Kirk did everything he was supposed to do for the business part of it. But it was fucked up. It was fucked up. You know that. And he was just employed. You can't have your lover working for you. Girl, he also said when I heard that ain't the first time I heard it, bro. He said Big had paid for his funeral through his budget. So if anybody would know that, Kirk Burrows would know this. I heard Wayne Barrow came out and said shit, but to dispute that. You know what I'm saying? But his wallet got a check. They had Biggie's budget, and money was taken out that budget for his funeral. If anybody knew that, Kirk Burrows would know that, because he was handling the money in the operations at that time. Barrow was one of the dudes, him and Mark Fitz, actually was managing Big's affairs. And they was just managing. Big had told me to get rid of them. You know what they was doing before he died. I had a conversation with Big. Big said, yo, I'm getting rid of them because they didn't want to F me up, because they didn't want to convince him to sell his publishing and his marketing to Puff.
Wow.
They was Puff boys. I guess they met at school or whatever like that. But Big was gonna get rid of him because he died and his mother didn't know the business, kept him around for years. If you look at anything that happened with Notorious Big and his camp, you see Wayne Barrows on there as the executive producer. He was just a manager of some big affair. Executive producer of damn near everything that went on that had to do with it. If Miss Wallace was the executive producer, he was the executive producer too. Some of the things that was done, suing, get money from the bank.
Yep.
So, he said that he had to pay the Wallace estate. Wallace is dead. Dead. They anything is CJ, Tatiana, and Faith. The state said there's some other kind of thing that he's suing them for. So Wayne Barrows is the dude that you call him any way you want to. Has been to Forest. He got victim in Sherwood Forest. I'm gonna put it that way. He got an estate in Sherwood Forest. But yeah, Kirk Burrow spoke a lot of his documentary. He was letting everything go. He also said that he did think the road show big opportunity. Bruh, you have to look at your path, narcissism. It shows you he really didn't care about anybody. What Kirk didn't tell the truth about
Let's go,
that
girl.
whole thing was that even when we was in California, Kirk tried to act like that he didn't know that wanted him Big wasn't going to London. I know what the question you asked, but I gotta get this out, bro. Is that Thursday Puck was in the limousine. Kirk Burrows gave Puck the itinerary of what Big and what was expected, told him that we was leaving Saturday, this, that, and the third, the whole 9 yards. On Thursday, told Kirk Burrows, Big ain't going nowhere. Told him that Thursday, Big was not going nowhere. I don't care what you do. You could go do whatever you want to do, but Big ain't going nowhere. Kirk Burrows was telling him he had set up this whole shit. Harrison had paid off all this money for Big and Big. Pump adamant that Big wasn't going. Now, he was shooting the top thing.
Hey, partner. Hello.
Me and Big was in the Winnebago. Big was telling me his whole life story.
Yep.
Wanted to do his plans, all this shit like that. He would say, "Yo, man, I would take you with me, but you love that too much. You love nobody like that too much. What's up?" He said, "Yo,
What damn it?
up the money. I think broke. You know what I'm saying? You owe my gadget 30,000 for. You know, I'm just going in on Big, and we just talking all kinds of shit. Smoking Newport. Big is like, yo, showing me his contracts and all this other shit like that. I'm laughing at him everything. So, story short, my pup is out. We rock the pup going the whole day. And I'm sitting there with Big. You understand? That never happened. Lucy is on punishment because Lucy left a bag with pictures that they Baltimore went through and saw photos of Big and other chicks in the whole 9 yards. Now, Burroughs, you know, the documentary say Saturday morning, supposed to Puff, whatever one that him and Big was supposed to be going. Or he could have spoken to Puff that morning, whatever like that. He could have. No, I can't say he did. But I can say that he knew that Big was not going to. The Puff told him, bet not put him on the plane. No way. He was going to sit up and say that he thought Big was going to go on the plane and go anyway. But Puff had told him that he could go, but Big better not go. And you know what happened to Big after that? That shit was planned, bro.
Okay,
First girls knew about it. Could have did something, bro. Could have let somebody know.
Yep.
Because him and Puff relationship. But, like, a lot of stuff that this documentary could have got into, got in depth with. You understand? They may have had some other footage, even with the dude. They spoke with the dude, Williams, whose sister was one of the girls that was pregnant and died in Chicago. You understand? He was one of the Muslim brothers that I found out later why the Muslims was fucked and soul trained. That everybody thinks that he had owed them some money and stuff like that, but the dude was the cousin of one of the girl who got killed at City College. He had promised that he was going to do a monument, he was going to do some kind of supportive stuff for the City College tragedy that he never did. Arguing with Puff, and that's when Mustafa had got it. Mustafa had came in and tried to stop the whole situation. So, there's a lot of things that they left out that they could have put in that would have been real perfect to show.
Where?
Is
that where you're from?
things
You want me to take you back?
around he had used and did wrong and never, and all the shit
Come
that he
on,
promised
let me get you home.
never made good on none of it to nobody but himself. Now, look at him. He got a crust of bread in the corner of the sleep.
I can't keep my purple coat because of your bitches.
Let's go, girl.
Let's go about this love girl. What I told you was, and you are witness to this, that back in the day, people used to think that Kirk Burroughs and Diddy loved. They had some kind of relationship. Remember I told you that? He was like, he told me that years ago, and he said to me, yo, you gonna speak about it? I said, nah, I ain't gonna speak about it, bro. I said, I'm gonna wait till you speak about it. I said, no, I always did, because I used to follow her house. We had the building and the red zone. And we used to take the money from those clubs and we had to drop it off at Kirk's house. So we wasn't dropping. He was, he was staying there.
Lemuel, sweet
Spending
Lemuel,
the night,
man, such a good man. Come
you
here.
got a partner with your girl
Since the
somewhere else?
trials began, he's not the same.
Okay.
Why is he looking at me?
So
He's not well. It's
when I
the
seen in the
darkness.
lawsuit that he said that Kirk said
the
that
darkness.
Puff was
Who says it's the darkness?
paying him,
The
sexually
villages.
assaulting him,
Thank you,
sodomizing
sir.
him,
I
doing
thank
all
you
kind of
for
things to him. First thought like, look, they was lovers. they was
Please,
at
please,
his boss.
Let me hear you not well.
You got
Boss
anything
cannot
for me?
have
Yeah,
sex with
of
people.
course, sir. Love and friendship.
CEO
and
can't have
darkness.
people that
What
work
else
for
are
them.
there? Obadiah Hinton, that's me.
That's why it becomes
Love and friendship.
illegal.
Friendship and love. We're not a rich village, sir.
I don't know, bro.
But with
It's the
love,
law. The law is
rich.
funny. But
Thank you.
when I seen the lawsuit and seen all the stuff that was happening, and all the things that Kirk was saying, it was things that people knew. A lot of people knew that they were doing something. They weren't even saying that people were caught. Saying that people was even caught. I mean, that people were saying that they were caught in the office doing that at one time. Let me get that straight. They were saying that people were around that worked for Bad Boy was saying that they were caught in the office in some uncompromising position. So it wasn't nothing new. A lot of things that he had said in that lawsuit, and that crazy. And like when he said that like that Big got killed, that I warned did, but I warned Burrow first because he was the one who issued out the money for the security, and he told me that he called Puff, and Puff said he wasn't getting no more security. When I told him that we need more security, bro, you only got me here, and then you got Paul, and you got some LAPD cop or whatever like that. We need more security. We got 23 people with us. What the hell is going on? Puff said he called Puff. Puff said he didn't get no. So he put that in the law. Some stuff he put in the lawsuit, bro, that it indicated a lot of stuff that I've been saying over the years. All the people that was coming out saying that Gene Deal is lying, Gene this was not decap and all this other bull crap that they was talking about, they come to find out that when people start talking, the thing that I've said, true. Clark Kent said what he said, died. When Baltimore said what she said, fight with her and Big, everything that is said came true in somebody else's words. Came true in Kirk Burroughs' words. Be my own man.
It does say in this lawsuit.
Also confirmed that the blood or the gang members was looking for other people, and Mace confirmed the fact that I went to save him, help him get to his car.
He also said he went out his way.
Diddy was cursing Kirk Burroughs out. Out on Thursday. Kirk was relentless, like, yo, he got to do this. They spent hundreds and thousands of dollars for Big to do this stuff in London. He got to go. He was trying to tell him, yo, he got to go to this. To lose everything with Aaron. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And Puff was like, no, you could go by yourself, but he ain't going. Now, you had him cancel the flight or convince him. What he did was he got close to Big Friend. He took D-Rock out with him, Sally Richardson, and her makeup artist. They stayed gone that whole day. King said to Clark Kent, died. Kent said, what are you doing tonight, Big? Said, D-Rock and Puff set it up for me to go to this party. For him to go to that party. Like I told you, bro, and I said this before. there were at least 5 people that I know that were trying to kill or hurt somebody bad. That was the Dogtown cat. But they had a conversation with me. Town cat had a conversation with me. The blood, because they thought Wolf had something to do with Jake being killed. The people that supported cops, those crooked cops,
This don't look good. What
they
happened?
I need medicine.
blood to the Nation of Islam. The people who work with the Nation of Islam because what Punk had did. I just found out
Thank you.
recently that the argument he had in Cali at Soul Train was because of the young Williams girl
Had a bite of that
and
plan
what
over
Puck
there, and
had did
it hit
to
my
his
guts
brother,
like a
her
freight
brother,
train. It's that little one
Biff
over
and
there
Wolf
with the
them,
pink flowers. I'd stay well
semi-threatening him.
clear of that if I was you.
So we had 4 to 5 people that was trying to kill us, bro. And I
Yeah,
said,
I think you've
and I
sold
told
me on
people
that plan.
Tell me.
that. Then we got clowns sitting up and talking about what they did. Yo, I got this one dude, come on, lying. Nobody knew that story about me and him Puck going to Soul Train until I told him. Nobody knew. Then I got a clown coming talking about, oh, they had me pinned against the wall. You got your rabbit ass. Anybody that knows Gene Gill, anybody that knew me at that time, it was not happening. Born, raised in the loop. Cornbread, fed till I'm dead. Turning down nothing but my damn house, bro. It ain't happening. Time it was a situation I ran. I did anything in my life, giving up my own life to save big.
We got a
I
trail.
wanted to ride on the side of the truck.
Got some ground to cover.
I knew the security wasn't up to par, but I was there. Check, did what I was supposed to do. I wanted for the rest of my life knowing that I couldn't do what I did for Diddy, for Big. You
Don't
don't
seem
mind me.
close.
I know you want to be big.
Not far now.
Legendary Beaver.
There is someone who is about to get arrested in the case involving the death of Celeste Reed, and it is not David. We know a
Whoa.
lot. Let me download you on what we found out.
If David
So,
didn't do it,
this
that
week,
is crazy work.
there has been a witness before the grand jury, and he is intimately involved in David's life.
Still a
David,
pedo.
the LAPD and the LA County DA says in a suspect in what they believe is the murder of Celeste Reed. His name is Robert Morganroth. Robert Morganroth is the head of Mogul Business, which is the label for David. But more than just the executive, the general manager, he is a manager. He manages David, and he is involved in David's day-to-day life. And clearly knows a lot. So on Monday, Morganroth was in the hallway with this lawyer, and there were people around, and they weren't sitting or standing right next to them, but the hallway echoed, and it was clear to people around it that there was a conversation that Morganroth was having with his lawyer, and he was recounting what happened inside the grand jury room with the prosecutor in the case. The prosecutor, Beth Silverman, according to Morganroth, here's what he said. He was very pushy on why I didn't call the police. And then he went on to say that he said, in response to that, that, quote, I feel like I didn't have the responsibility to do that and just wanted to continue with the sport. Now, we do not know the context of this, but when the DA is grilling about not calling the police, that has to involve a crime. You're not going to call the police because somebody didn't show up for work. You're going to call the police if there's some kind of crime involved. Actually, this is a case involving what the DA says is crime. So we don't know what Morganroth knew that would require him, according to the DA, to pick up a telephone and call the police. But there's some. And again, he was involved in David's day-to-day life. So, okay, there is more. There is another manager in this same company, and his name is Josh Marshall. That name may be familiar to you because Josh Marshall was the guy who leased the house in the Hollywood Hills that David was staying in. It is the same house that the LAPD raided pursuant to search warrant. Because shortly after Celeste's body was found inside David's bedroom, we are told by law enforcement sources that that house and that search was really critical in their investigation. So Josh Marshall, who leased the house, signed the lease, part of the company Mogul Vision that Morgan Ross is also involved. Morgan Ross and Josh Marshall are both
Ooh, that was the
managers
actor.
of David.
Fuck.
So they seem to know a lot about David. I don't know, we don't know, if Josh Marshall was involved as a witness. I would frankly be very surprised if he wasn't. But Morgan Ross testified for at least 3 days. We don't know if he was testifying last week as well. One other interesting thing happened. Morgan Ross went into a courtroom that is next to where the grand jury is hearing testimony. And along with Morgan Ross, the DA, Beth Silverman, also walked. That's important because when there's something that happens to the grand jury, where there's a dispute, for example, if a witness won't answer a question and the DA is pressing for an answer, if there's stalemate, the DA can go to the judge, force the witness to testify or at least get the judge. We don't know if that's why they walked in, but both Morgan Ross and Beth Silverman walked into that courtroom. And when they did, we have a reporter down there within the courtroom, and the judge picked our reporter out and closed the hearing. So something was going on about what was happening in the grand jury room, and it may well be there was some dispute over what Morgan Ross would or would not say. But again, we don't know what that is. Now let's go to when, because this gets even more. So I told you that Beth Silverman is the DA. Morgan Ross' lawyer is a woman by the name of Evan Jeanette. So this is after the conversation of Monday. On Wednesday, Beth Silverman, the prosecutor, walked out in the hallway and started talking to attorney Evan Jeanette. And what we are told by people who are around there is that Beth Silverman was very frustrated and said that she would have the judge issue a body test with female witness that was supposed to appear before the grand jury, a witness whom Jeanette represents. Remember, Jeanette also represents Morgan. So apparently, witness didn't show up, and Beth Silverman, she's frustrated, according to people there, and said to Jeanette, I'm going to have a body test place on this woman, and we're going to have her taken to court. That's correct. Taken to court to appear before the grand jury. So we don't know if that woman also has a connection to Morgan Ross, who is again represented by Jeanette. There are a lot of connections. Connections between Josh Marshall and Morgan Ross, both of whom were really intimately involved in David's day-to-day life. And then you have this female witness who may be involved with Morgan Ross as well, because the same lawyer represents both of them. And you've got a situation where not everybody is being fully cooperative with prosecutors. Get extremely frustrated at the grand jury.
Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth defended the September 2nd double attack that killed 11 people aboard an alleged drug smuggling boat in the Caribbean, including 2 survivors of the initial strike. Hegseth defended the Pentagon's actions, even as he continued to deny reports he issued a verbal order to kill all crew members aboard. Hegseth spoke from the Reagan National Defense Forum in Simi Valley, California, Saturday.
What I understood then and what I understand now, I fully
Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth defended the September 2nd double attack that killed 11 people aboard an alleged drug smuggling boat in the Caribbean, including 2 survivors of the initial strike. Hegseth defended the Pentagon's actions, even as he continued to deny reports he issued a verbal order to kill all crew members aboard. Hegseth spoke from the Reagan National Defense Forum in Simi Valley, California, Saturday.
Bitch.
Did we just find out that he testified in front of a reported grand jury hearing evidence in the Celeste Rivas Hernandez David case? And if this turns out to be true, this is someone very for the romantic homicide scene. Let's go. Well, Sideball, presented by Law and Crime. Guess what? It's real quick. You're putting things out on social media, content creation game. You might be wondering how long.
Damn. Oh.
welcome back, sir. All made to measure. One-of-a-kind pelts make one-of-a-kind garments. Worth the legwork, I assure you.
Wait a minute, you got me fucked.
A lot of folk hunt, but not so many know their way around a needle and thread. It's good business, I'm telling you.
Oh,
Lots of
hell,
little
man.
stores. You want my wares? Right here's the one place to find them.
In Red Dead Redemption 2, you can unlock this outfit
Wish I
by
never had to
collecting
take
from
my
different
stall into the city.
animals.
Just
First,
like I wish country folk
link
had any
Isabella
damn
to
money.
hunt the legendary white bison videos. With tracks, let's use the bison. Now with a sniper rifle. The help of any trapper.
Best trapper I ever knew. My fourth wife. Native. She'd find a trail while the bloodhound was still sniffing its own ass. Hell of a woman. Rest her soul.
Feels like I'm just working and trying to stay alive.
唉，呢度係咁噶啦。
Man from Big Valley once sold me a beautiful piebald buckskin. Said it wasn't the only one out there, but I never saw him or another one like it again.
Thanks, mister. Wait. Come on, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, now you are really starting to annoy me.
Hey, fellas.
Nice night.
Evening. Always nice to see a smile.
Yep.
Well, take care now.
Goodbye now.
Good night now.
Have a nice evening. You seem in good spirits, miss. All the best to you.
Bye-bye.
Did you so much as touch anyone after last time? You're out. Tell me what you want or get out.
Okay, now let me see.
Are you going to buy anything? Either you buy something or you leave. It really suits you. Would you be interested in me changing some of the parts at all? I think that's the right choice for you. Did you know a rifle barrel adds noticeable accuracy? We can do that to this model for a great price. You made a good decision. We also offer an engraving service in case you are interested. Are you going to buy anything? And will you be needing any ammunition? Either you buy something or you leave. Come on, please. Time to go. I can see you look after your firearm. I could add some rifling into the barrel if you want. Makes it much more accurate. Looks like you've been taking good care of that gun. I have some better quality components if you're looking for the best. You will feel the difference right away. That'll give you a real edge. You got no regrets with that decision. I can do some nice ornate engraving on there, if you like. Good price. Are you going to buy anything? Would you consider some of our gun improvements? Glad to see you're taking care of it. So many people don't. Looks like you've been taking good care of that gun. Oh, you have not been caring for the gun properly, have you? You know, we sell plenty of parts to improve that weapon. We do a range of excellent sights for that gun. They can really make the difference.
So, I don't have a bathroom. Gotcha, bathroom.
You'll notice the quality of the workmanship.
Ask. Look at ask. But you don't use the bathroom upstairs, though. Okay. Bitch.
That'll give you a real edge. We also offer an engraving service in case you are interested. Either you buy something or you leave. Are you going to buy anything? Do you have enough ammunition for that thing? Look at that gun. Poor condition. You should take better care of it. Glad to see you're taking care of it. So many people don't. Would you be interested in me changing some of the parts at all? You will feel the difference right away. You got no regrets with that decision.
It is. But it is.
It's not bathroom.
But it is.
I've been living here. We all can use that bathroom.
No, we all can use
That's
the
not
bathroom.
your bathroom.
But you have a bathroom next to your
I don't
room.
use that bathroom. I already agreed with my roommates before you moved in here that I was going to start using the downstairs bathroom. And we have all had agreements pertaining to bathrooms. Don't piss me off. You don't pay extra for that bathroom.
What do I pay extra for?
I don't know. Just same way I pay more than my other roommates. It's just the rate that you got it. That's not your bathroom.
Okay. I don't care about that, honestly. All
I'm
I was
glad
saying,
you don't.
all I was saying was why you can't use the bathroom upstairs.
I don't use that one because I don't clean it.
All I
That's
was
not the
saying.
bathroom that I use.
Good price.
piss on yourself before you
Go to work stinking instead of hopping in the shower because you're running late?
would you?
No, I'm waiting to take a shower if I know
I
I
did.
stink.
But I'm saying, piss on yourself.
I wasn't gonna piss on myself. I knew how to hold it.
I know. Not the question I asked you.
Fine, if you're going to buy, I can stay open. Hey, you shouldn't be there. This is a civilized establishment. Behave. You can't just take what's mine. You won't get away with this.
What you saw, you forget about it, or I'll find you.
Leave me out of this.
Come on, keep moving. Not your concern. Stay back! You stay right there!
Thanks. We're on.
Look, that's them! Eat lead!
Come on, somebody hit this fool already! Hey, get in, man! Time out!
Yeah, shit.
Where you gonna go? You're surrounded! Here he is! Kill him! Down, someone! goddamn kidding me?
We got an update. We got an update on the Tyson drama that we discussed yesterday, and we may have that about the lady who made a joke about Tyson.
We've got another record breaker here tonight too. Tyson Dash. This year, as everyone knows, you broke the record for the most expensive haircut and the least educational university. So congratulations to you. Congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
If you all gonna be on the mic, not turn this mic, not turn. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. At least let it be funny.
Later that night, a guy by the name of Shot Guy came forward and essentially insinuated that Khalil, you saw on the mic many times tonight, made threats towards fanfic, right? By threatening to.
He's probably just gonna say anything, man.
You know, he never said Khalil's name, but he said things like, man, I didn't know he was really mad. I thought it was shit. I thought like what happened during the show was shit, but man, that dude was really mad. Obviously, the only person who stuck up for Kashina what happened was Khalil. So obviously, you were talking about Khalil. Come to find out, he was actually confused.
Oh, true story. I don't know if I can tell you this time.
So
I'm
he
in the
just
middle, right?
talking
And
out his
I see them
fucking
down there, and I
ass.
just got like about trying to tell a joke, he's making funny. I didn't think a joke, whatever. And they go back, and then we went to an intermission. I go down, I go down to the bathroom. As I walk in the bathroom, I hear somebody come in and go, that man, fuck that, toss that. How she gonna suck with no teeth? That look, she thinks. And I was like,
Probably Ray Cole.
oh my god. And then he started saying something about, I don't want to repeat it, about things that are assault wise that he's gonna do. And I was thinking to myself, dude, this guy really, I thought it was a bit. I thought it was a bit. And this dude's in the bathroom talking about he's gonna straight up out of her horrible things to her. And I'm coming out of the bathroom and I was like, yo man, are you okay? Like, you good? And he looked at me like this, and his friend goes, he's just from New York. And they both left. I was like normally it's none of my business and I don't get involved in it. But I'm thinking to myself, do I need to talk to somebody? Like, is this dude like just doing that? And then I realized we're also at a different word, boys are around. So I'm like, I gotta keep an eye on this. Like, he'll probably cool down through the night. But this dude really lost. Like, I thought it was a bit, but But then in the bathroom, this dude's straight up talking about how he wants to like beat her up, like break her teeth in, and like, and then like obviously say like talk about beating her, like actually physically beating her, and then moved on to like actual SA with her. And I'm like, dude, this is like this dude is like taking this shit too far.
Man, where the proof at, bruh?
Khalil James, cut it out. Khalil
Vandalism.
walk around with his little teeth on. Bro, you think Khalil gonna man, stop. Somebody do this type of imagine that people close to the situation. We can't even envision a world where Khalil said the stock guy leaked that he heard Khalil in the bathroom threatening to
Thank you, bro. We gotta stop letting them play with us, bro.
yeah, that's not even what we say, bro. That's bro, stop sending these bullshit links. Bro. Stop sending these bullshit. Bro. Based on how he told the story, he pretty much implied or insinuated it was political. It was a quote unquote skit, what they did on the mic is finding back the
See, you want to be a hero, and that nigga left you to die. Now I gotta teach you a fucking stone cold lesson in life. Mind your fucking business.
Who he was talking to. And once he gave the name he was talking about, everybody said, hey! Baby Bro ain't a liar all along.
Just to teach you a fucking lesson in life. Mind your fucking business, bitch.
He posted that clip of Dez that I'm 99.9% sure it was this guy. He made another video further clarifying that he was talking about Dez, not Tyler.
Everyone has an agenda. Everyone is going to try and spin it the way they want. All I said was that after that event, I was in the bathroom, and someone said some really stuff.
You should have name dropped him, bitch. Yeah, nigga.
I'm racist. I'm a clout chaser. Well, no matter what you do, I'm getting death threats. I have people saying, "Oh, I heard that you live in Delaware now. We gonna find you." Right? Like, better not show up to the next witness. Right? I'm in Europe. Can't afford you. Right? Like, we gonna murder your ass. Like, shut up. Listen, you gotta get up for school in the morning. Put off. Okay? People will lose their mind. Okay? People will lose their mind. No matter what you do, right? Here's another one. Put a name out there, pussy. If I'm not 100, and I mean 100% sure of exactly who somebody is, I didn't know any of these people before, I still don't know.
You should have said that when you originally talked the
what
shit.
happened to the wrong person, even if there's a 1% chance, then I'm right? Because now you're actually dragging somebody who might not be real, putting something and attaching it to their name from your mouth to them, and that's worse than anything else. If you're not 100, and I mean 100% sure exactly who it was to a T, you don't do that. Because if you're wrong, that's well, then you should say shit at all. I'm talking to my kids. I'm telling them what happened. It was an incident that happened. That's all. But you taking that on you. I'm pretty sure I know after everybody saw the person that did it, but I still don't know 100%.
Say you don't know 100%.
Oh, bitch. You should know who said some crazy shit. You said you had to keep an eye on them.
That's when things get bad. When I heard it was that, I thought, sound about right. Multiple videos on this channel of how I believe Daz is going to be the downfall of Kaizen at some point. Daz was the same one threatening to do serious harm to a 16-year-old Kaizen now third-day mafia. Daz the same one who gets revealed that Kai allowed for Kai to do certain things that kids shouldn't be doing. It's just weird, okay? Has a temper. Refused to stop smoking for 30 days when he was offered, I think like $100,000 to stop smoking for 30 days to do mafia time. That's the same one who told Kai, who told Ty Lil and others that he will smack their girlfriend. He wants to leave 10 more feet.
I knew it wasn't Ty Lil, bro. Y'all had bro fucked up.
When you tell me Daz said that he will beat the F out of Pimpin, right, for saying that about Kai, that don't sound too far-fetched at all. One bit.
They need to get rid of that nigga. He fucking the money up. Saying that type of shit around some crackers. You stupid.
Daz off business. But Daz is Daz is a homie where if I had to choose anyone from anyone of Kai's friends to go out with, I'm going out with them. Anyone of Kai's friends that Tabaka, Daz is so loyal too. Daz was not like Daz is that loyal. But Daz ain't supposed to be around the business, man.
He a crash out. Keep that nigga in his lane. Pay that nigga to do fake security detail.
They really hope that he didn't do it. It kind of, I'll be real, dismantled anybody, which was very few people saying that nigga do the line stuff. You see how when people thought it was Khalil, everybody rushed to say, hey,
niggas knew he wouldn't say that.
We don't got nothing to say about that. He's fighting for his life right now. He's facing real charges over allegations of abuse, drugs, shooting. Y'all play with my man.
Y'all want to play with Kai.
Okay, let's say it. One of my first who believed in my dream of believing that I had something in me to show the world. You never, I'm not going to feel away about that. Me, baby, this year I go to the bathroom. I said, I ain't going to go to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom. Me, baby, and Ralph. We get in the bathroom. The first thing I say, I'm going to say word for word everything